A quick way to lower cholesterol is to just not put it in the first place. Like if you don't put it in, you don't have to do anything with it. So if you're not using it, you're gonna have an excess. Like it's really simple. Like you know this, like with everything else, but it's not always easy to make those changes, is it? Let's be honest. It's not. So like if you're struggling to put less in, what you can do is just try adding balance to your meal. So what does this look like? So let's be honest, a lot of us like cheese. So you need to add spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, any other dark green or cruciferous vegetable to your meal. So let's think about eggs. Like generally if you add dark greens to that, like it just helps add just a little bit of balance. You don't need loads of the dark green stuff, just like a little bit. Just like adding lean protein to your meal changes the nutritional content. Like you'll have additional lysine to help lower your cholesterol because lean protein generally contains lysine, and that's what helps bring cholesterol down. So lysine lowers cholesterol and it lowers cortisol. So choosing lower fat choices of protein for your meal is going to be a really big help when you want to lower your cholesterol. Like you can still have cheese. Like you don't have to rule out cheese. Just make sure you add some dark greens and one of the following lean proteins like chicken, turkey, pork, tuna. They're all really, really lean. So when I say lean, I mean don't choose the fatty option because you can obviously choose the fatty option, but like chicken or pork options, like you can get fatty cuts of those. So just like don't choose that. Choose the lean one. And like just add some dark greens or cruciferous veggies and some other veggie bits. But in all honesty, like when you're adding lean protein and those cruciferous veggies or dark greens, you don't really need to add like loads more vegetables. It's just a little bit in the beginning. Like you don't want to make it seem like it's a chore. You just want to add like little bits at a time while you get used to it. So now add carbohydrates. If it's just a bit like higher than it should be, like just add white carbohydrates. Like if you want, like those other changes should be enough, but like it shouldn't be a problem. But if your levels are like crazy high, like add some whole grain options instead. And like that's the way I successfully structure my meals so my cholesterol stays in the safe range because it's been like slightly outside of that range and I've managed to bring it back down again. So another thing you can do is make eating a salad once a day normal and use the above principle basically, like the previous principle I just explained, use that to balance the salad that you have. So you could have, this is what I eat at the moment, you could have 2 eggs, beetroot, which is a starchy carbohydrate, and a bit of cheese on your salad. And then you could add a little bit of mayonnaise if you wanted to, or a little bit of olive oil. Portion it, people. Portion it, okay? If you want some carbohydrates, like which normally people will want and also need, choose like the darker rye bread or like the whole grain bread and then add a layer of hummus. That sounds like a decent salad. And like that's kind of like a meal that I regularly eat. And it satisfies me and it does what it needs to. And I still eat like the cheesy pasta meal, but with lean protein. So this is something else. I don't eat butter because my cholesterol always ends up being a bit over. So this sounds weird, but I choose margarine. I'm actually generally healthier and happier with that. I know it sounds weird because I was like, margarine, that's like terrible for you. For some reason, for me, it's not. So like next part is like how triglycerides impact cholesterol. Okay, so like triglycerides they increase when you eat carbohydrates. They rise quicker from white carbohydrates like white pasta, white rice, etc. Like liquid sugars, like fizzy drinks that are full sugar, like alcohol, honey, like smoothies, anything that is refined or liquid sugar, it's gonna make your triglycerides like skyrocket, and that all has an impact on your cholesterol. So this is the other part. I have moderate to high tolerance for triglycerides. Like I had them measured. I didn't even know what they were in the beginning, but like after having them measured multiple times, they are never over the limit, like ever. Even when I'm eating like loads of white bread with margarine, yeah, you're hearing that right. I'm like, I understand I can just shove all the carbs in my face and my triglycerides are fine. I'm like, great. So it's why it's recommended for an average balanced diet, a person eats a mixture of both refined white carbohydrates and whole grains. Let's be honest, it's unlikely that one person is going to exclude white carbohydrates. Let's just be honest, okay? So I still eat my oats, like with nuts, seeds, semi-skimmed milk, and I eat my dark bread with hummus, but I also eat white pasta and white bread with margarine. Like to me, that's my balance. That keeps my cholesterol like within the safe range and my triglycerides within the safe range. My triglycerides are always within the safe range. Like sometimes they're actually really low. So like why? Why do I do all this? I'm like, because timing is key. So I leave eating white carbohydrates until the afternoon and evening. The longer I want my mental and physical energy to like be peaking and like, punch forward energy, the more I eat whole grains and the more relaxation and comfort and chill I want, the more white carbohydrates I eat. Like sometimes I end up eating whole grains throughout the entire day, but sometimes I don't. So next is lean muscle mass. So lean muscle mass means you don't have a ton of fat over it, okay? That's what I mean when I say lean muscle mass, okay? So like some fat, yeah, of course, like that's normal, but technically the more fat you have on your body, generally the lower your testosterone is going to be. And obviously it all needs to be in balance. So like the higher your conversion from testosterone to estrogen, the higher your cortisol is going to be. So like loads of fat on your body is going to mean that you convert loads of testosterone to estrogen. Like that's the way it is. You want to like look that up, you can. Like each person's balance is going to be personal, so you just got to use your best judgment. Like everyone's going to have like a different tolerance range for like how much fat and muscle they have. Like there's like a usual like safe zone. So like not everyone wants to be like super ripped and like hench like. So kind of just use your common sense. Like I have fat on my body, but I also know that I have lean mass. So if you've got any questions about what I've just talked about, you know what to do. Bye.